Hello everyone, you guys are welcome back. In today's class, I want to quickly show us how to make this crop top. It's gonna have a coat shoulder kind of, then with a bishop neck. I think with 1 yard of fabric or maybe 1.5, you should be able to make this. So this is the half length, 17 inches from the shoulder. This is the shoulder slant. I'm just slanting the shoulder with about 1 inch. You might not even necessarily slant the shoulder here because of the style we are making, but no problem, you can still slant with 1 inch. So just get the length, then you add a 1 inch for the folding part or the down part, sorry, shoulder divided by 2. Then the armhole 7 inches from the shoulder. That is the armhole. We're just going to cut basic bodies for it. So now the bust measurement divided by 4 plus whatever inches you want to add. Then the waist measurement divided by 4 also, plus whatever allowance you want to have. So just curve the armhole like this. The waist. So I want it to have front dart. So after this measurement, I'm going to add about 3 inches. I'm going to add 3 inches so that by the time I fold 1 inch for the dart, I'm still going to have 2 inches for the sewing allowance. So instead of adding 2 inches allowance here, I will make it 3. That is on the waist part. So now you are going to cut out. So this is the front block. So you use your ball span to determine where you are going to insert the dart. So this is it, 4 inches. That's for the front dart. So now I am going to cut the back. So what I'm going to do here now is just to leave about 2 inches for zip allowance. I'm going to leave about 2 inches for zip allowance. This is for the zip allowance. So now you're going to trim out the same shape. You're going to trim out the same shape. So this is it. This is the basic cutting. You're still going to notch the back piece too for the dart. So now I am going to cut the neckline. So here I'm going to measure 3.5 inches downward. 3.5 inches downward. Then here 2.5 inches. Make sure you measure the round neck measurement. That's 2.5 here. Make sure when you're measuring the client, you measure the neckline for the bishop neckline. So here just come down with about ½ inch. Then you connect this way. Just ½ inch is okay. Just ½ inch is okay. For this is the basic cutting. So now we are going to cut off the shoulder. So from here, I'm going to measure about 2 inches. It can actually be 2.5, but I think 2 is okay. 2 inches. So now you are going to connect to your armhole. You're going to connect to your armhole. That's the front part. So you do the same thing on the back part. You can decide to just, this is the zip allowance, you're going to minus that from it. So from that notch, you can decide to just measure 2 or maybe 1.5. But I think 2 inches is okay. Then you're still going to connect. You're going to connect it to the armhole. So this is the cutting. It's very, very simple. So now this is the back. Just place it on each other. Place the 2 inches for the zip on each other. Then This is the front. This is what it's going to look like. So now we are going to cut lining for this. If you like, you can gum yours with paper stay or stay, or maybe you probably just gum the lining and not the fabric. So you're going to cut the lining for them. So now the sleeve is going to connect from the neckline to the armhole. So you're going to cut it in flay form. Yeah, just in flay form like this, in bias form. I think this is 90 degree or 180. I think it is 180. So the measurement for this is going to be from the neckline, that is from the halter neck. You're going to round the tape. You're going to take the tape around the sleeve, then you go back to the, you take it back to the back neck. That's how you're going to take the measurement so that you know what you're taking. Place your tape on the front neck, take it across your shoulder, then you go back, then complete it on the neckline. So just trim like this. Make sure it's remaining about 2 inches. The width shouldn't be more than 2 inches. That is at this starting point here. So this is the measurement you are going to use from the neck across your shoulder back to the back neck. Sorry, back of the neck. So that is the measurement you are going to use around here. It can be a bit bigger so that it will fall well. It won't be too tight. The person will be able to raise the this is what I'm saying. When you know you are going to place it like this, so you are going to start your measurement from that neckline across the sleeve, then you go back to that same place. So that is the measurement you are going to use for this flay. Just hope you guys understand. So now this is it. I've already cut lining for it. I've already cut the lining for it. So now you are going to sew from the both sides to turn it. Just like I said, if you want it to be thick, you can gumbo the fabric and the lining. You can gumbo the fabric and the lining. So you are just going to turn the both side. So this is the front part. Now I'm going to reduce the lining so that I'm going to make it shorter, so that you're able to fold it will hem the down part of the top very well. The purpose of that is for the lining not to be showing outside. So that's why I'm making it shorter with about 1 inch. So you're going to sew from here, drag it up a bit, then you're going to sew this part too. You're going to turn it, then iron very well. The same thing on the back. The same thing on the back part. You're going to reduce the length of the lining. So you are going to reduce the length of the lining for the back also. So when you're turning this, one, you're just going to sew like this, drag it up, sew this place with about 1/4 inch also. Then you're going to sew the back because of the zip. So the same thing on this one. So that is where you're going to turn everything. So now this is it. I've already turned all of them. Already sew all of them. I've turned it. You iron it very well, make it neat. So now you are going to put your darts. So I'm just using this iron to fold so that I will know what where and where to sew. So now this is it. Just sew about 1 inch. Then you connect it to your boss point. Just sew it to your boss point. The same thing here. The same thing here. Just sew this minus the 2 inches. Then you still measure the You fold the 4 inches, minus 2 inches for the zip, then 4 inches for the bust span, then you sew. You just sew it. Measure about 3 to 4 inches. That is where you're going to stop the dart. The same way you're going to sew, then you stop somewhere around there. So I've already sewn the dart. You can see the shape is coming out. I've already sewn the dart. So now I'm going to take the bust measurement and the waist measurement. 34 divided by 2 here. Divided by 4 here, then 26 divided by 4 here. So you're going to mark from the both side. So take it to your machine, then you're going to couple it. You're going to couple it. So now this is it. I've already joined the both sides. So now you are going to measure around the neck. Definitely if I had not cut it out, this is what it's going to look like. And you already have your neckline measurement right from the beginning, so that is the size you are going to cut for, plus the 2 inches zip allowance, so that the collar will be able to enter the zip allowance. So the neckline, the round neck is 14, so plus the 2 inches is going to be 16. So don't mind the way the top is looking. So now you are going to place this here, then you are going to tag it. You tag it. The other one, you're going to do the same thing. You just place and tag. Fold it. This is the back. You're going to tag the one at the back also. Then this one also, you're going to tag it. So after that, this is it. After that, now we're going to prepare our bishop collar, the halter neck. So now we're going to prepare our halter neck bishop collar. So you can fold into 2 and take your final measurements. You fold into 2 and take your final measurements. So now it's going to be into 2, 26 waistline, which is 13 here. Then the bust 34, which is 17. So now if you like, you can sew it now. If you like, you can do it after fixing your collar. I already have videos on how to do bishop collar, but I'm still going to show us how. I'm still just going to brush to it. So this is it. When you go straight with about 2.5 inches, then you just curve. Just curve a bit, not too curvish, so that it will be reasonable. So the width of the halter neck is 1¼ So now you're going to measure like this to get the round neck measurement. So I already have videos. I have more than 2 videos on how to cut bishop collar. So if you don't really understand this, you can go search on my videos, then you watch again. But it's not something difficult, sure. So you trim out, leaving about ½ inch at the down part, so that you fold that. You're going to fold that half inch I left at the down part. If you like, you put hemming gum. If you like, you sew on it. So this is it. Fold into two. Then you're still going to leave about half inch at this down part also. So now just take it to your machine, fold on it like this, then you're going to sew immediately after the collar gum. You're not going to sew on that collar gum, if not it won't sit in well. Just the same thing, just fold like that immediately after the collar. That is where you're going to sew so that it will sit well. So you just do your small notchings like this. Just notch. So now you're going to turn it inside out, bring it out very well, then you iron it. If you look at the way I'm doing it, you discover that it is self-explanatory. So now after that, you are just going to fold this, but when you are folding this, make sure it comes out a little, just a little, so that because you are going to sew it just once, so that by the time you are sewing, you won't skip the under part of the collar, just like this. Make sure it comes out a little like this, so that by the time you are sewing on it, it will just stick together once. So this is it. This is it. So now just get the midpoint of the column. You can use your chalk to just mark it so that you know the center of the collar. So now this is what you are going to do. This front part you are going to fold into two. The front part you are going to fold into two, then you just notch a bit. Just notch a bit. So now you are going to take it to your machine, then this is the way you are going to fix it. Just make sure the center matches with the place you notched. I'll show you how to do that on machine. So now this is it. I'm just going to let it go in with about 1/4 inch, or maybe probably half. So now you're just going to sew. I'm going to tag this other side also. I'm going to tag it from this side. So now we're done with the front tagging. So now this is the back. Look at the back. So now you are going to start it from the end part. You start it from the end part, and you are going to tag this place also. So whatever you do here that is the same thing you are going to do on the other side. Whatever you do here, you do the same thing on the other side, just like this. You're going to insert it in, then now you can sew it all through. Since this is the final part we are sewing, you can sew the collar all through, so that opening part you are going to close it. If you don't want to sew it, you can just put your hemming gum inside and you gum very well. Make sure it sticks together. So this is it. It's as simple as this. If you watch very well, you discover that it's very, very simple. So now this is the zip part. You can now close your zip part. When you iron it, after sewing it, then you iron it, then you fix your zip, and our crop top is ready. If you find this video interesting, please don't forget to share and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that you can always receive my videos. This is it. You can see how beautiful it is. Our crop top is ready. If you like, you can stick this place. If you like, you can leave it like this. Thank you guys for watching. I will definitely see you guys in my next video.